Is the salvation or guarantee of his paradise conditional on anything or unconditional?
I would say he would say that it is conditional on
But
his
he's-
belief in Jesus.
Okay, so it's conditional.
No, ultimate salvation is unconditional.
See?
Okay.
Is this rational behavior?
Yes.
The same question. Is it possible for you to become an atheist tomorrow? Is there a possibility?
No, I think I have to.
Is it possible? So it's impossible. So it's impossible for you to become. So the Jewish people who are Jew, it's impossible for them to become a Christian. Is it possible for a Jew during the time of Christ to become Christians or followers of Christ?
It was possible.
It was possible.
And there were many.
Wait. It's possible.
Yes, there were
But
many.
for you, it's impossible to become a Muslim. Or is there a possibility?
It's impossible.
And why is it impossible?
Because I'm a Christian.
So if you're a Christian, it's impossible for you to become other than a Christian.
Yes.
So why do we have thousands of people who become an atheist from Christianity? How is that possible?
They choose to. You ask me.
You see,
You ask
how
me
is
and I
it?
gave you my answer. I would know others.
How is it possible for people who are Christians becoming atheists or becoming Muslims?
You ask me and I gave you my clear answer. I would know others. How they become a Muslim, Christian, atheist, what they would be tomorrow.
So you know the future, basically.
No.
Do you know you're going to die as a Christian or die as an atheist or a Muslim?
I know I'm going to die as a Christian.
You know that already. Yeah? You know it already.
I know already. I say yes.
No. Do you know what's going to happen tomorrow? You know it already.
Listen,
You know you're going to
there
die as a Christian. You know it already.
There are certain things I would know for the future, but there are some others I wouldn't. No. Many.
Maybe you hope to die as a Christian, but you're certain that you will die as a Christian.
I know Jesus said that no one can take away from me, neither from me, nor from my Father's hand. And I know I'm in His hand. I know He took me, and He will save me, He will sustain me until I see Him.
So basically, you have a condition where you know that you're going to die as a Christian. Yeah? You have the foreknowledge of the future.
Yes.
Yeah?
Regarding this, yes.
So you're sure. So it's not about your
So
hope.
when I say I know I'm going to remain as a Christian forever, I don't mean I know everything else in my future.
But you know that
know
you
there are
can
many
do-
other things.
But you know that you will be a Christian in your deathbed. Yeah? You know it already.
Yes.
Yeah?
Why would you? Why? Are you trying to put in a doubt in my heart?
No. I'm
So
simply
what's asking
saying
the same
I'm simply
question?
saying
And I gave you the answer.
I'm simply saying how is this not a hope but a certainty?
Do you know you will leave Islam in the future?
I have no idea. But I
have no
hope,
idea.
I hope, and I sincerely
You
believe.
don't have idea. That's you.
Are you listening? We all hope sincerely to die as Muslims. That's all we hope. But you seem to have some kind of certificate from God that you will die as a Christian. Okay, so you know for sure you're going to heaven, right?
Yes.
You have a certificate. Yeah.
Right. You call it certificate.
Yeah. So you know for
You call it certificate?
So if you now say, okay, fine, I've got a certificate already. So if you become an atheist, you still have the guarantee to go to heaven,
I'm
right?
not going to become an atheist. Forget that. I
If
say
you
no.
did choose to become an atheist, but you already have a guarantee.
That's out of question.
You're not listening
I
carefully, are
didn't
you?
say I will be atheist.
You're
also.
not listening. If you already have a guarantee and a certificate, you've got it already. Now with you.
certificate
That
already.
means that you're going to go to heaven.
Okay. Let's say
Good.
so.
So this is unconditional, right?
Yes.
Unconditional. So tomorrow, if you become a Muslim or a Hindu or a Jew or whatever you want to become, willingly, you still have that unconditional certificate, right?
But that
You
is
have-
not, that is
you
not
have-
in the condition. I never said I will become another believer, another God. I said I will remain as Christian.
Did
and
you
I will
not-
go
did
and
you-
see Him in heaven.
Did you not just say earlier,
Listen,
the certificate...
you are attaching a condition that is not my religion.
Okay. Did you just not say, just moments ago, you have unconditional guarantee and certificate for heaven? Is it conditional or unconditional? The guarantee that you have for heaven, is it conditional or unconditional?
Are you a Christian?
Can you answer that question?
No, I want to come back to this.
I'm a Muslim, I'm not a Christian.
Yeah.
So the guarantee that you have, my friend, the guarantee that you have for paradise, is it conditional guarantee or unconditional?
Listen, are you a Christian?
I've answered that already.
You say no. So what would you teach me my theology?
I'm asking you
Listen, if
for
you're not a
you
Christian,
to answer this question.
I will not take any advice from you.
I'm not giving you advice.
You giving me advice?
No, I'm asking you a question.
You going to a
You asserted wrongly, perhaps, earlier.
Listen, if you're not a Christian,
Are we having a discussion or you're having a monologue? I'm asking you a question. You asserted earlier on, you have unconditional guarantee. Unconditional, no condition, no string attached. So I'm asking you again, giving you the opportunity. If you have unconditional guarantee of heaven, you are saying to us that your guarantee of paradise doesn't need any conditions. It's unconditional.
Jesus.
Is that right?
It's Jesus. That is Jesus. I know.
Is your guarantee
I know
conditional
because I believe
or
that
unconditional?
Jesus is my Lord, and He will save me. That's all I know. In terms of you want to.
Did you understand my
Give me
question?
1 second. I understand you.
What is my question?
Listen.
Now explain my question, please.
Your question does not apply to me.
Now what is my
I'm
question?
not going to get any sort of
What does my
advice
question mean?
from a non-Christian.
Now what does my question mean?
Your question is, if salvation is not conditional, right? In the future, if I leave Christian or Jesus, and will I be still saved, although I am not a Christian on deathbed?
And the answer is?
Okay, my answer is, if I'm a Christian, I know I'm not going to die in any other religion.
But suppose you chose to become a
I'm not
Muslim
going to choose.
or
Your
an atheist.
question does not apply to me.
So you have no choice.
Listen,
Are you
I'm
forced
not
to remain
gonna
Christians?
change.
Wait.
If you find
Do
somebody else,
you have the choice still to become other than what you are, or are you forced to remain Christian?
listen,
Do you have a choice to change your religion, or are you forced to remain Christian?
I have been chosen.
No.
And I
Do
will
you have a
remain
choice?
as I am chosen.
Do you have a choice?
I'm not going to leave, and it's
Do
not going
you
to
have
leave
a
me.
choice?
You don't hear what I say.
No.
I'm not willing to leave.
That's
it.
your will. That's your will, intention.
So-
But is it possible that you
Your
can will
question
otherwise?
is NA, non-applicable to my phone.
Can you will otherwise?
No,
Is it impossible?
no, it's not applicable.
Is it possible for you to will otherwise?
Listen, you're a grown-up man.
Excuse
you
me.
have it filled in many forms.
Listen.
There are some questions, some sections does not apply to your life.
Is it possible that you can will otherwise?
No,
So it's impossible.
for me it's impossible.
If it's impossible, that means what? You have no
I'm saying.
You have no
I'm
choice
gonna die
on this
as a
matter.
Christian.
So you have no choice on this matter. That means you are forced to
What?
become a Christian
Listen,
and remain a Christian. So now we realize your state of belief is being enforced on you. It's a coercion.
I think you're being a little bit unfair because I think if he was to articulate it, he would say
Go ahead, you articulate.
that his belief in Jesus, he believes, will never change. And his belief in Jesus is what's conditional for him to go into heaven. Although it's potential that he could change that belief, he's 100% certain he won't. But that's, I think, what he wants to
Is
do.
it possible
that.
to be 100% certain?
No. Well,
I'm not willing to leave
No, I'm
you.
asking. I'm not going to entertain your
Well,
explanation.
my answer to
Yeah.
you were asking him, how do you know? My answer to that is you can't know anything.
Sure. So he said it is. So as you explained, potential is there to make this will, but it's his what? Willingness.
potential.
Oh, I'm not speaking to you anymore
Belief.
because you didn't explain. The gentleman is explaining on your behalf.
no,
Don't you
you're
understand
wishing me
that?
to leave.
No.
And I said,
You did
it's
not-
apply
no,
to me.
okay.
I'm not
As you
gonna
said-
leave,
as you said.
and it's going to leave me.
As you said.
That's very clear.
As you said. I'm simply asking this simple
No, I
question:
understand what you're asking. Yeah.
Is the salvation or guarantee of his paradise conditional on anything or unconditional?
I would say he would say that it is conditional on
But
his
he's-
belief in Jesus.
Okay, so it's conditional.
No, my ultimate salvation is unconditional.
See?
Okay.
Is this rational
He
behavior?
has chosen.
Well, it's
He has
illogical.
chosen me.
Is that
and
rational
you are-
behavior or is that
It
illogical?
hasn't got a full structure of reason that you would like.
Yeah. So in another way, you're saying it's irrational behavior. Either it's conditional or not conditional, unconditional, right? If it's a conditional behavior, that means if you don't fulfill those conditions, you will fall. You will not have salvation. You will not have paradise. Based on fulfilling this condition. So you know for certain many people throughout the ages in Christian history has become other than Christians. They have
Mansur,
chosen to become
argument-
other than
let me
Christians.